Welcome to story time, everybody. I'm Pear.
And I'm Orange.
Great. What now?
It's a voice modulator. Just got it.
Awesome. Well, maybe put it away because I'm gonna tell the story of Pinocchio. You wanna hear it?
Boy, would I. Get it? Boy, would? That's a double pun, son.
Well, double congrats on being doubly annoying. Now then, you probably know the G-rated Disney version of Pinocchio, but the original story isn't quite so suitable for children. Orange, would you knock it off?
Sorry.
Anyway, the original version of Pinocchio. Once upon a time, there was a carpenter. One day, he brought home a block of wood he planned to carve into a table leg. When he cut into it, the block of wood cried out.
Would you stop that?
Orange!
Okay, no more voice modulator. I promise. That was the last one, I swear.
Anyway, the carpenter decided to give the wood block to his neighbor, a poor puppeteer named Geppetto. He carved the wood into a boy puppet and named him Pinocchio.
Wait, I thought the block of wood yelled in pain when it got cut.
That's right.
So Geppetto just ignored the screams and kept carving it? He must really hate Pinocchio.
Geppetto does not hate Pinocchio.
Oh yeah? Then why'd he give him a name like Pinocchio?
Moving on. The moment Geppetto finished carving Pinocchio's nose, it began to grow uncontrollably.
Killing Geppetto instantly! They won't tell you that in the Disney version.
True, they won't, because that's not how any version of the story goes.
I thought you said this story wasn't suitable for kids.
I did,
So
but...
let's get some gore up in here. This is boring. Let's get to the...
Murder!
Orange! Pinocchio did not kill anyone with his nose!
Sure he did. And that's why they're called bloody noses to this day.
Well, that was fun. Now back to the real story. Pinocchio was a mischievous little puppet, and soon as Geppetto gave him legs...
He grew super long.
No.
His neck grew super long.
No!
His legs started turning into noses and he started stabbing people again.
What?
And this time he was thrice as deadly because he had 3 bloody noses.
That's it? Give me that!
Hey, give me back my voice modulator. Don't put my voice modulator in the garbage disposal. Don't turn on the garbage disposal.
Now, where were we? As soon as Geppetto gave him legs, Pinocchio ran away.
Yeah, my version was way better. What a snooze fest.
Speaking of snoozing, when Pinocchio came home, he fell asleep by the stove and his legs burned off.
What? Yeah!
But then Geppetto built him new legs. Oh, and Pinocchio threw a hammer at a talking cricket and killed it.
What? Pinocchio killed Jiminy Cricket? Finally we get some...
Murder!
How did you get another voice modulator?
I wished for it upon a star. Oh, wait, missed opportunity.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Basically, Pinocchio ran off with his new legs and did a bunch of other mischievous things and got turned into a donkey.
Ooh, did someone say donkey?
Did that come from your voice modulator?
Yeah, that one came pre-programmed. Pretty cool, huh?
Nope. Anyway, in the end, Pinocchio became a real boy. The end.
Oh, wait, I have that one pre-programmed too.
The end!
How many things do you have pre-programmed into that thing?
A lot. You want to see my favorite?
Fine.
Hey! 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 What up, Fruity Toots? Hope you're ready for the flyest Storytime episode yet, because today Pear and I are here with the tale of Peter Pan.
It's actually called Peter Pan.
I know, I was joking.
Well, it wasn't funny.
Oh, what is it about my Peter Pan punchlines? They never land. What's the matter? Are my Peter Pan jokes growing old?
No! Well, I can tell from your jokes that you know the story pretty well, so go ahead, Orange. You take the lead on this one.
You mean it? I get to tell the story this time?
Sure, why not? After all, this is a story about growing up. Maybe you've grown up since the last time you ruined a Storytime episode.
Whoa! Thanks for believing in me, Pear. I won't let you down. Once upon a time, there was a sister and 2 brothers. We'll call them Nightgown, Glasses, and Teddy Bear.
You know they have real names, right?
Names are overrated, green friend.
My name isn't Green Friend, and you know that.
What can I say? Apparently, I forgot your name.
No!
Anyway, this story's not really about Nightgown, Glasses, and Teddy Bear. It's about the character from the title, Tidy McGreenboy.
That is not his name!
One night, Tidy McGreenboy shows up looking for his shadow. See, it was a special kind of shadow that detached from his body or something. But the 4 of them finally caught it. You know how to catch a special shadow, don't ya?
No, Orange. Tell me, how do you catch a special shadow?
Unique up on it.
No, brother.
So then Tidy McGreenboy invited them all to fly away with him to Neverland, an island where no one ever grows up.
That's right.
Which means everyone on the island is a baby.
That's wrong.
Nuh-uh, no one ever grows up in Neverland, which means everyone's a baby. There's a tribe of babies. There's the lost babies. There's even some mer-babies. You know, half fish, half baby. And there's a pirate ship full of evil baby pirates, which Tidy McGreenboy easily defeats because they're babies.
That's not how the story goes. Captain Hook is an adult, and this so-called Tidy McGreenboy has to fight really hard to beat him.
Maybe you'd like to tell the story then.
Maybe I would. The leader of the pirates is named Captain Hook. They call him that because a crocodile ate his hand, and now he has a hook instead.
That's so dangerous! A baby with a hook hand, he could poke an eye out.
Captain Hook is not a baby, okay? Now, Captain Hook wants to kill Peter Pan, or Tidy McGreenboy, whatever we're calling him. And Captain Hook is also super scared of the crocodile who ate his hand. The crocodile once ate a clock, so anytime Captain Hook hears the ticking of a clock, he gets super scared and worried.
What's the crocodile's name?
I don't know.
He doesn't have a name? Oh man, what a missed opportunity to name him Crocodile.
All right, that was actually pretty good.
Thanks. Anyway, in the end, Nightgown, Glasses, and Teddy Bear all decide to go home and grow up. So that leaves Tidy McGreenboy and his best friend, Barry McPixiecut, to have fun adventures together, forever and ever, beating up babies.
Hey, would you stop? Just to clarify, no one fights any babies in this story.
Well, they should. Maybe that's why no one gets the name of the story right. If they fought a baby or two, it'd be way more memorable.
Oh, that's it. The end.
Nah, no need to be such a baby.
No.
I was just kidding around.
Orange.
What? Did the story not go the way you thought it would?
Would you stop it? Hey everybody, and welcome to Story Time. Today, Orange and I will be telling you the story of Dumbo.
We think you'll agree, it's pretty fly.
Any particular reason you're holding a bulging suitcase?
Yeah, I keep all my elephant puns in here. And please don't call it a suitcase, Pear. It's a trunk. Let's get to the story. I think this one will be 2 tons of fun.
Here goes nothing. Once upon a time, there was a baby elephant who had huge ears.
Nah, why do you have to go and point that out? Seems irrelevant.
It's literally what the entire story is about, dude. See, the baby elephant was born into a traveling circus, and all the other circus elephants made fun of him because of his ears and called him Dumbo.
Hey, that's the title of the story.
You're a sharp one.
I'm not sharp, I'm spherical.
So annoying.
I'm not annoying, I'm an orange.
Anyway, Dumbo was always accidentally tripping on his oversized ears. When he couldn't do any of his elephant tricks right, Dumbo got demoted to being a clown.
Now we're talking. Was he a scary clown? I bet he was a scary clown.
He was just a normal clown. The other elephants mocked him mercilessly, but little did they know that one day Dumbo would show them all.
Yeah, by becoming a scary clown.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. He lurked in the night and haunted their dreams. His maniacal cackling drove his tormentors to the brink of insanity. When he drew first blood, they stopped calling him Dumbo and started calling him Rumbo. Yeah! Look at all those explosions! Can you believe this is a G-rated Disney movie? I sure can't.
To be fair, a couple details were off in your version. For one thing, he didn't become a scary murder Rambo clown. He just became a sad clown.
How cliche!
And he didn't get revenge through bloodshed. He got his revenge by discovering his remarkable talents.
Yeah, your version sounds good. Not great.
It's not my version, dude. It's how the story goes.
Oh, I almost forgot about my elephant trunk. Hey, Pear, what do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros?
I don't know, Orange. What?
Elefino!
Yes, very amusing. Speaking of which, back to Clown Dumbo. He was so sad that he wound up getting drunk. And when he woke up, he was sitting in the top of a tree.
Wait. That's crazy!
I know, right? How on earth did an elephant get up in a tree?
No, not that. I'm talking about Dumbo getting drunk. Isn't this a Disney movie?
Yes, but
Maybe they should have named him Drunko. Wait, so there's seriously a scene where Dumbo gets drunk?
on champagne or something, yeah, he hallucinates pink elephants on parade. But back to the...
Whoa, you mentioned he was always tripping because of his big ears, but I didn't know that's what you meant.
It isn't what I meant.
This calls for another Ella pun from the trunk.
No!
Yes! Hey, Pear, why does everyone want to employ elephants?
I don't know, because they never forget?
No, because they'll work for peanuts.
Hilarious. Anyway, the story ends with Dumbo realizing his huge ears allow him to fly, and he becomes the star of the circus, and everyone who ever made fun of him winds up super sorry.
Yeah, because he comes back for the last blood. Yeah!
No!
It's either this or another pun from the trunk, Pear. Take your pick.
Okay, fine. I picked the Rambo ending.
Yeah! The end!
Ah! Hey everyone, and welcome to Story Time. Today, we're doing one of my favorite stories of all time, The Lion King. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Orange is gonna come in and totally ruin the story, right?
Wrong! I just finished watching it and I thought it was the cat's pajamas.
Great to hear. What was your favorite part, Orange?
Oh man, how could I choose? The animals, the songs, the villain? Oh, don't make me decide. It was all too good.
Okay. I won't make you decide.
And the best part is that I just finished watching it, so I remember everything. Orange won't be rude in today's story. No siree.
Wow, I'm actually excited for a Storytime episode for once.
Me too. Now let's get started.
What's with the mullet wig?
Just getting in the mood. Let's do this thing. Woohoo!
Okay. Once upon a time, a new baby prince was born. And all the animals from the Pride Lands came to celebrate. There were zebras, elephants,
Snow leopards, crocodiles,
giraffes, rhinos.
rednecks, ATVs, and of course, tigers.
I don't recall any of those being there, but point is, there were a lot of animals.
Exactly, and they all looked up towards Southern Pride Rock for a glimpse at the baby. The music crescendoed, and all the animals went nuts, and bam! The Tiger King!
Stop everything!
What? What's the matter? Was his mullet not long enough?
Orange, I don't think you watched The Lion King. I think you watched Tiger King.
They're not the same thing?
No, they're completely different things, just as lions and tigers are completely different animals.
I don't know about that. Ever heard of a liger? I learned about it when I watched The Lion King.
You watched Tiger King, and I can prove it. Try to finish this sentence. Baby Simba grew up to be a...
Eclectic redneck zookeeper country music star.
Try again. There was someone jealous of Simba and did not want Simba to become king. That person's name was...
The Witch Carol.
Last chance. After Simba's father died in a wildebeest stampede, Simba...
Realized he'd never recover financially from this.
Orange, you watched Tiger King.
Who cares? It's probably better than your movie anyway.
We are not gonna debate this. Now then, after his father's death, Simba goes away.
To prison, where he serves 22 years for attempting to hire a hitman.
Moo! Until one day his father appears in the sky and tells him...
You'll never recover financially from this.
Orange! The Lion King is one of the greatest Disney films ever made, and you are absolutely desecrating it right now.
Pear. Does The Lion King have incredible songs?
Yeah?
Does it have unforgettable characters?
Sure.
And does it have murder, mayhem, and madness?
Yes.
Then it really can't be that different from Tiger King, so why don't you relax and let me tell the thrilling conclusion to the story we both can enjoy. The Liger King.
No, good grief.
Simba returned home to Southern Pride Rock to reclaim his throne, only to find that Jeff had stolen the zoo.
Zoo? What zoo? And who's Jeff? Now, what does it matter? The story's already ruined anyway.
So Simba and Jeff got into a big fight. Jeff tried to get Simba killed by putting sardine oil on Simba's foot. So then Simba bit Jeff's arm off. But guess what? It wasn't a big deal. Nobody sued anybody, and the Pride Lands continued on as they always had. And everyone lived their best lives, driving ATVs, wearing cat prints, and making horrible country music videos.
Yeah, pretty sure we're getting sued for this.
Oh no, we'll never recover financially.
Ah. Hey everyone, and welcome to Story Time. Today, Orange and I are telling the story of 101 Dalmatians.
I think it'll really hit the spot. Don't be like that. Dog puns are possum, and you know it.
Are you done?
Possibly.
Well, if Orange doesn't have any more awful jokes prepared.
Nope, only pawful jokes.
No! Let's start the story, shall we? Once upon a time, a Dalmatian named Missy's gave birth to a huge litter of puppies and... Wait, what's going on?
I think our animator quit.
He quit?
Guess all those puppies were too much doggone work.
Yeah, come to think of it, I guess this story is really hard to animate. Well, what are we gonna do? Storytime episodes depend on him. Are we gonna have to cancel today's episode?
Relax, Pear. When you've had your own Cartoon Network show, you pick up a thing or two about animation.
Wait, you're saying you can animate today's episode yourself?
I'll have to cut some corners, but I hate corners anyways. I am a circle after all.
Okay, do what you gotta do. Even if it's not perfect, it's better than nothing.
Possum to hear. Let's keep this doggy rolling.
Okay, as I was saying, once upon a time, a Dalmatian gave birth to a huge litter of puppies.
Yeah, but instead of being a bunch of separate dogs, they fused into one giant puppy the size of 101 puppies put together. Also, the mega puppy sort of looked like a horse, because dogs are really hard to draw when you have no hands.
I assume these are the sorts of corners that will have to be cut?
You get what you pay for, Pear, and I'm free as a bird.
All right, anyway, days later, Mrs. went out for a walk with her owner and they...
Maybe instead of going on a walk, they could go on a hop.
A what?
A hop. See, it's a lot easier for them to hop around without moving their legs. Also, could the human owner lady be a dancing baby instead?
A dancing baby? Why?
Well, the software comes with a dancing baby preloaded. So, oh baby, would it save me a lot of work?
Fine, whatever. So apparently our main character is now hopping through a park with a dancing baby.
Heck yeah, she is. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. Look at his little feet.
Anyway, as they were hopping or dancing or whatever the heck it is they were doing, they ran into Cruella de Vil, who was wealthy, very fashion conscious, and
was also a cube.
A cube?
Hey, but it's an evil cube who didn't talk or move or do anything difficult to animate.
Orange!
Okay, fine. She hopped around a little sometimes. Look at her go. We get to call her Cuberella de Vil, though, okay?
Orange, if you couldn't animate this stuff, then why did you volunteer?
Pear, the show must go on. We can't deny our audience the classic tale of 101 Dalmatians. We gotta tell them how a horse-looking mega puppy thwarted an evil fashionista cube.
Doesn't sound like a story anybody needs to hear, if you ask me.
Just wait, it gets better than you could possibly imagine. See, Cubella de Vil kidnapped the mega puppy. She hopped all the way across town with it. Meanwhile, Mrs. Owner was useless because dancing babies can't really do much. So it was up to Mrs. to save her mega puppy. Not that mega puppy needed any help, because how hard is it to defeat a cube, you know? When you really think about it, a cube makes for a pretty awful villain.
I know! That's why I wanted Cruella de Vil to be a human!
Let me see what other preset characters I have laying around. Oh, how about we make Cruella de Vil a dancing baby? Would that be better?
No!
You sure? It's super easy to copy-paste a bunch of times. Oh, what do you think of this title? 101 Dancing Babies.
No!
You want more? I can do more. Super easy. Copy-paste, 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 copy-paste.
Orange, even one dancing baby in this story is too many.
Uh-oh, then I got bad news. I can't stop them. They've grown too powerful. The dancing babies are multiplying at an exponential rate. My computer can't take it.
Do not let that computer blow up, Orange. I'm warning you.
Okay, there's one last chance. I'm gonna try and fuse all the dancing babies into one mega dancing baby.
I don't care what you have to do. Just do it.
It's working. Look at the size of that thing. Wow. Imagine having to change that diaper.
Well, Orange, as always, you've completely derailed story time and our audience has learned nothing. We'll see you next time, assuming there is a next time.
Nah, come on, Pear. You're just being a big baby.
Oh! Welcome back to story time. I'm Pear.
And I'm vibrating.
Dude, you are vibrating. What gives?
I heard today's story was a real snooze fest, so I drank a lot of coffee to make sure I'd stay awake. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I didn't say today's story would make you sleep. I said it's about sleep.
Oh, I understand now. My eyes are wide open.
Well, today's story is an all-time classic, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, I know the story of Sleeping Booty. That story be poppin'.
It's not Sleeping Booty, it's Sleeping Beauty. See? Wait,
Looks like it's called Sleeping Booty. No buts about it.
Orange, did you change the title of this book?
No, but don't worry. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it someday.
No.
Now then. Once upon a time, there was a king and queen. They had 3 baby girls.
What are you talking about? They only have 1 baby girl.
Then why are there 3 in the picture?
Probably because you've had too much coffee and now you're seeing 3 of everything?
Ah, good thinking, Pears.
There is only 1 of me!
Guys, if all 3 of you talk at once, I can't understand what you're saying.
No!
So the 3 princess sisters had 3 birthday parties, and 3 evil witches showed up and put 3 curses on them.
Orange, you're multiplying everything in the story by 3.
And that's why my version is 3 times better. Copy, 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 copy. Woohoo!
Oh!
Okay, so first curse went to princess number 1. Before her 16th birthday, she was doomed to prick herself on a spinning wheel, causing the entire kingdom to fall into a deep sleep.
Okay, that's true. That's in the story.
Curse number 2, the kingdom got renamed to Booty, 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 Rockin' Everywhere.
Okay, stop! That is not in the story.
Yaha! See?
That is your handwriting, dude. You even used an orange pen.
Agreed! The culprit could be anyone, but sadly we'll never ever figure out who did it, which is a total bummer. And the third curse was that everyone in the kingdom had to wear annoying orange merchandise at all times, but people actually thought that one was pretty appealing. Oh, why thank you. I will have more coffee, coffee, coffee. Don't mind if I do.
Oh.
So anyway, the princesses grew up and were getting close to their 16th birthdays. The king and queen ordered all spinning wheels to be destroyed, every single spinning wheel in the kingdom. And you remember the name of the kingdom, don't you, Pear?
I'm not gonna say it.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere!
Oh.
Anyway, the first princess still managed to find a spinning wheel and pricked her booty on it.
No, she didn't prick her booty. She pricked her finger.
Well, that's not what it says in the book, see?
Oh.
So then, across the entire kingdom, everyone's booty fell asleep, and everyone's booty stayed fast asleep until a prince showed up and kissed everybody's booty.
Orange.
What? I didn't write the story.
Actually, you did.
Okay, so maybe I did. But you gotta admit, Sleeping Booty is a really fun version of the story. It puts the tail in fairy tale.
Oh.
Well, that does it for this episode, everyone. That's the end. Get it? The end?
Yes, I get it.
Whee! Copy, 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 copy.
Welcome to Story Time. I'm Pear, and this is my co-host, Orange.
I'm also his best friend.
False.
One of his closest friends?
Nope.
His imaginary friend.
If only. Today we'll be reading one of my all-time favorite stories, Beauty and the Beast. Orange, do you promise not to ruin the story?
I never do.
You always do.
I enhance the stories. I give them a little extra juice.
Fortunately, this is one of the greatest stories of all time, so we probably won't need much juice. Now then, once upon a time, there was a prince who was beautiful on the outside, but ugly on the inside.
Yeah, because he was actually a lizard person in disguise.
That's not what I mean, Orange. I mean, the prince was a really mean, rude person, and that's why he and his entire castle were put under a spell and turned into things like candlesticks and clocks.
And food? Oh, were any of them turned into food?
Well, maybe. I guess I don't really know what happened to every last member of the staff.
Oh my gosh, Pear, do you think we're under a spell? Do you think we're actually royal people who got turned into food?
No.
That would explain so much.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm thinking I was probably the court jester, and that's why I'm so funny. Oh, if the jester was actually a lizard person in disguise, that would explain why I could touch my tongue to my eye.
Orange, stop! I will not allow this to become canon. Can we get back to the story, please?
I guess. I think people lick my story better, though.
Anyway, everyone was cursed to remain in their non-human forms forever. Unless...
What do you mean I'm gonna be this way forever? I'm not gonna get my human stuff back? My arms, my legs, my social security number?
Orange, for the last time, we were never people. You are not a character in this story.
Oh, right, because they're actually lizard people.
They are not lizard people. This is just a story.
Maybe we should just jump to the end.
Fine by me. I can't wait to get this train wreck over with.
So about the ending, spoiler alert, everyone. Turns out the Beast was the Beauty all along, and Beauty was actually the Beast.
What?
Yep, the moral of the story is that it's a twist ending.
That is not how it ends. The Beast was not the Beauty all along.
All right, because he was a lizard person all along.
He was not a lizard person.
Of course he was. Think about it, Pear. Why do you think they call it a fairy tale, huh? Because lizards. It's because they're all lizards. Pear, open your eyes.
No.
Nah, come on. Open your eyes wide and try and touch them with your forked lizard tongue.
And we're officially off the rails in record time. Congrats, Orange. You did it again. You ruined another classic story.
You think Disney will make my lizard version into a movie next?
I think it'll be more likely that Disney will sue you for ruining one of the greatest stories ever told.
Nah, they wouldn't do that, would they? That would be so cold-blooded. Get it? Because lizards are cold-blooded?
Ugh, we are so done here.
Watch me touch my tongue to my eyeball. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck in the book. Help! Ah!
Hey everyone, and welcome to Story Time. Orange will not be joining us today, as he's busy playing with the drone he got for his birthday. So we'll be left in peaceful tranquility to read the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Come on, great. Orange, your drone is interrupting story time.
No, sorry about that. I'm still learning the controls. Let me try this button.
Wrong button.
Maybe this button?
Definitely wrong button.
Let me try this one.
Orange!
Whoa, that drone really whooped it out of here, huh? Well, since I ruined story time, let me try to help. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right?
Yes, but please do not try to help.
No, I totally know this one. I have it memorized. I swear. Once upon a time, there was a queen who had a magical mirror. And each morning, the queen would ask it, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's that there inside the wall?
What?
And the mirror would be all like, that's you, dude. You're the reflection.
No, wait.
And then the queen would get all embarrassed because she forgot that she was talking to a mirror.
Okay,
and then,
now stop.
Hammer time! Oh, 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 oh.
Orange! That's not what the queen said to her mirror. She asked it who the fairest person in all the land was, and the mirror told her it was Snow White.
Oh, that makes sense, because this story's about Snow White, huh?
Yes, and you would have known that if you hadn't called in a drone strike on our book.
Well, I did. The past is the past. Get over it, Pear. Anyway, everybody thought Snow White was the prettiest lady in the whole kingdom. But what they didn't know is that she was hiding a terrible secret. She wasn't really a woman. She was 7 dwarfs in a trench coat.
What?
Yeah, and each of the dwarfs had a really funny name. There was Sneezy, Sleepy, Gassy, Sassy, Flashy, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid, Rudolph.
Orange, I think some of those are Santa's reindeer.
Right, but they were dwarf reindeer. Duh. Anyway, the rest of the dwarves were named Huey, Dewey, Louie, Chop Suey, Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Fry Guy.
Orange, those aren't the names of the dwarves.
Yeah, what you talking about?
I mean, where's Doc? Where's Dopey?
Well, you didn't let me finish all 7. Duh.
You've said way more than 7.
Also inside the trench coat was Doc, Dopey, Mopey, Moby Dick, Dick Tracy, Tracy Morgan, Morgan Freeman.
Now you're just listing celebrities.
Brad Pitt, Taylor Lautner, Dwarf of the Explorer, and Pickle.
What?
The other dwarves were pretty sure Pickle wasn't actually a dwarf, but they were all too polite to tell him he was actually a pickle.
Okay, that's enough.
They had some other dwarf friends too, and their names were...
All right, stop.
Collaborate and listen. Orange is back with my brand new invention.
Orange, we are so off the rails right now. According to your story, the evil queen is too stupid to know how a mirror works, and Snow White is made of like 100 dwarves in a trench coat.
Well, that sounds like an awesome story. What happens next?
Nothing happens next, because that's not how the story goes.
Oh, I hope the story introduces more dwarves next.
We do not need more dwarves.
Like Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo.
Those are Ninja Turtles.
Actually, they're artists of the European Renaissance pair. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
All right, does this story have an ending or what? Because you've skipped everything important about the story of Snow White. The woodsman, the poison apple, the prince.
Don't worry, Pear. They're all inside the trench coat, too.
Ugh, fantastic.
Along with a whole bunch of TNT.
That is not how the story of Snow White goes.
Nope, but it sure is how it flows.
Orange!
Hey, fruit lovers. Nice to see you again. Pear and I are here with another super cool episode of Storytime. Can I tell him what it is, Pear? Can I tell him?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Please, can I?
I said yes. Yes, you can.
Yeesh, maybe you should chill, Pear, because today we're telling the story of Frozen! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Not so fast, Orange. We're not doing Frozen, we're doing the Snow Queen.
The what now?
The Snow Queen. It's the original story Frozen is based upon.
Oh, yeah, I totally don't understand.
It's a different story, dude. A lot of things are different from how they are in Frozen.
Oh, yeah, I still don't understand.
No!
Just kidding. Give me that book. Let's do this. The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, there was a queen named Smelsa and her sister, Anna. They lived in a kingdom where it was always winter, and they had a snowman friend named Brolaf.
Wait, hold on. Dude, seriously? The snowman's named Brolaf?
Sure, he drinks natty ice.
Orange, honestly, what is the story that you're telling?
It's the story of Frozen, but it's different, just like you said. Did I make you proud of me?
No, you didn't. Dude, you're not even reading the book. Why'd you ask me for it if you weren't gonna use it?
Huh, I guess I don't really snow.
Oh, look! The Snow Queen doesn't just have slightly different character names from Frozen. It's like a completely different book.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand.
Orange!
I'm kidding. I'll do it right this time. Or Elsa. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom where it was always summer. See, Pear? It's already super different from Frozen.
That's not what I...
The kingdom wasn't overseen by a queen either. It was ruled by a snowman named Brolaf and his frat bros. Under their reign, they had many pranks and hijinks they pulled on their kingdom, like wet willies, purple nurples, and atomic wedgies.
Stop! Where do I begin? What part of this aren't you getting?
I don't know, Pear. You tell me. I did exactly what you said. You said I shouldn't tell the story of Frozen. You said I should tell a story that's way different. So that's what I'm doing.
No!
Oh, is my story not different enough? I think I get what you mean, Pear.
I don't think you do!
Once upon a time, there was a lion cub who was set to inherit the Pride Lands. His dad died tragically during a stampede in the ravine, and...
Orange! That is just the story of the Lion King!
I'd be lying if I said I didn't know that already. But that's a pretty different story than Frozen, huh?
Yes, but...
Oh, so you want a story that's even more different?
No!
Can do! Once upon a time, there was a cow princess with a butt for a best friend, and they lived together on an alien planet called Kiss Bomb, and they had a best friend snowman named Brolaf.
Orange!
I know. I already used Brolaf, but how many original ideas can a guy come up with in one day?
None! You're supposed to come up with 0 original ideas because you're supposed to be reading this book!
Well, now that Pear's gone, I guess we can finally get to the real story. The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, there was a quick service restaurant that specialized in ice cream and frozen treats. They tried their hand at hamburgers, but they weren't very good.
That's not the Snow Queen! That's Dairy Queen!
It was an honest mistake, Pear. Let it go!
Orange, don't you do it!
What? Let it go, Pear. Let it go! Let it go!
Hey everybody, I'm Pear, here with another episode of Storytime.
And I'm Orange, here to ruin another episode of Storytime.
So glad you decided to join us, Orange.
Really? Because your voice doesn't sound very glad.
Anyway, today we're reading Rapunzel. Do you know anything about this story, Orange?
Sure don't.
Fantastic! So how about we play a game of Mad Libs? I'll let you fill in the blanks in the story as we go. Sound good?
Ooh, I likey.
Now just to warn you, this story gets pretty nuts, so you're gonna have to get pretty wacky if you wanna ruin it.
Oh no, how will I ever be wacky?
All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a husband and his wife who was pregnant with a baby girl. Now the wife, she loved... Okay, Orange, go ahead and fill in the blank. She loved...
Radishes!
That's right! She loved radishes!
Huh?
That's actually how the story goes. Thank you very much for helping.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, as I was saying, the wife loved radishes so much that she told her husband to get her some radishes from a garden next door, which was owned by a...
Which was owned by a witch!
That's correct!
It is? But I was just making a witch joke.
Well, it's exactly what the book says. See? Now, the husband got caught stealing radishes, and the witch punished them by...
Yelling at them! No, wait, that's too obvious. Called the police! Wait, now, ooh, the witch kidnapped their baby just because they took a couple radishes! That's ridiculous.
Actually, that's correct!
What is happening?
I told you, dude! This story is ridiculous! So the witch went off into the woods and raised baby Rapunzel and locked her in a high tower when she became a teenager. Now the tower the witch locked Rapunzel in had no ladder, so the witch got up into the tower by...
Well, obviously a witch could just ride her broom up there, so I'm gonna guess that she had never ever cut Rapunzel's hair, so it grew long enough to make a hair ladder down to the ground.
That is correct!
Wow, looks like I might not be able to derail this story after all. It's as crazy as my imagination is.
Ha! Well, I'm glad you finally met your match. Now, one day a prince was riding by and heard Rapunzel.
Chopping radishes.
No, actually she was singing.
About radishes?
Probably not. Anyway, so the prince called out, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your...
Radishes!
No, let down your hair.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, oh my gosh, Pear, the story's starting to make sense. My time to shine. We gotta make some nonsense out of this story.
Oh no.
So the prince climbed up the ladder made of radishes, and he and Rapunzel both ate radishes until the witch came back from guarding her radishes, and the prince turned the witch into a radish using his magic radish.
Well, that's it for story time, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully next time we'll...
I'm not finished! The prince and Rapunzel got married and had 4 baby radishes, which they named Radish, 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 and Ugmo.
Enough!
Just kidding. Ugmo's name was Radish too, and they lived happily radish after in a radish castle, and also the entire world is made of radishes.
The end!
Wait, can I please have one last word?
What is it?
Radish!
Oh, would you stop saying...
Radish? Radish!
Hey everybody, welcome to story time.
And this episode's bound to make us splash!
Ah!
What? This week's The Little Mermaid.
I know it's the Little Mermaid. That's why I'm holding this book.
Nah, why read the book when we can just watch the movie? Under the sea.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, Orange, because the original fairy tale is way different from the Disney movie you probably know and love.
That's okay, I guess. As long as there's a singing crab in the book.
There isn't.
Boo! I want a singing crab with a Jamaican accent.
Orange! Great, the book got swept away in a tidal wave.
I guess now it's time to wave hello to my version, told from memory.
Wonderful.
Once upon a time, there was a singing crab who lived under the sea.
No, brother.
Now, this crab had a beautiful singing voice. So beautiful that some mean old sea witch was super jealous of it.
I think it's the Little Mermaid who has a beautiful singing voice in this story, dude.
What you talking about? Didn't you hear Sebastian sing in the movie? Under the sea. You can't tell me that crab didn't sound fab.
Okay, but you are aware that the story is about a mermaid and not a crab, right?
Oh yeah, totally. We'll get to the mermaid in a second. Don't be so crabby. Speaking of crabby, one day the crab went to the surface and saw a human walking around on legs. He said to himself, ooh, those legs look crabtastic. I should get me some of those.
Crabs have legs, Orange. This is exactly why the main character is supposed to be a mermaid!
No, this is totally the way it goes. See, the crab went to the old sea witch and made a trade. He gave her his singing voice, and in return, she gave him additional legs to the legs he already had.
Orange!
All of a sudden, this crab has legs coming out from all over the place. His back, his butt, dude even got legs coming out of his legs.
Oh, we're so far away from the original story, I don't even know where to begin.
I agree. Getting this story back on the rails would be quite a feat.
Look, are we gonna check in with the Little Mermaid anytime or what? She's only the titular character.
Great idea. Back to the Little Mermaid, who also paid a visit to the mean old sea witch.
That's right. The Little Mermaid traded her singing voice for human legs.
And let me tell you, she got him. The mean old sea witch did her a huge solid and gave her more legs than she even gave the crab.
What?
Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid had legs coming out of the legs on her legs. She went up onto land and tried to hit on some prince, but he was repulsed by her. Not a legs man, as it turns out. But don't worry, it has a happy ending. The Little Mermaid and the crab formed a two-person soccer team. And with all those legs, they easily won the World Cup for Atlantis. And they lived happily ever after and had a bunch of leg babies.
What?
And the mean old sea witch, now in possession of 2 stellar singing voices, went on Atlantis Idol and got into the final 8 before getting voted off in favor of some merboy with pink hair.
Orange!
Oh, and then a tidal wave swept over the entire world. The end.
What? I thought you said it was a happy ending.
Well, yeah, that is a happy ending.
A tidal wave sweeping over the entire world is happy?
Sure, because from that point on, the whole world was ah-da-da-see. Hey, ah-da-da-see.
Hey everyone! Earlier today, Orange tried to touch his tongue to his butt and sprained his tongue and his butt. So today's Storytime episode will be hosted by me and
Marshmallow! Yay!
Marshy. It's great to have you back.
And it's great to be back, Pear! I love reading stories out of books without changing the stories in any way whatsoever!
Well, that's a breath of fresh air, because today's story is an all-time classic that needs no alterations made to it. Aladdin.
Hooray!
Ah, you're a fan. You've seen the movie, I take it?
No, I just know I like the story a lot because I like everything! Yay!
Can't argue with that. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a man living on the streets.
With his monkey!
Fine, he can have a monkey like in the movie.
I want a puppy too!
You can't have a puppy.
But I want a puppy!
Marshmallow, there's no puppy. Would you let me get on with the story?
Okay, no need to bark at me!
Har har. So anyway, one day Aladdin
And his monkey!
get approached by this creepy dude. And creepy dude's like, go into this treasure-riddled cave for me. You can keep anything you want.
Even a puppy?
Anything except a puppy. Anyway, the creepy guy says, keep anything you want, just bring me this old lamp. And Aladdin's like, great! So Aladdin goes into the cave with his monkey,
Thank you!
and he gets the lamp. But he never gets a chance to give it to the creepy dude because before he can, Aladdin rubs the lamp and out pops a... No!
Yes! A puppy popped out and offered Aladdin 3 wishes! And Aladdin immediately wished for more puppies! Yay!
That's not what he wished for!
Then the genie asked for a second wish, and Aladdin wished for...
Let me guess, more puppies!
Of course not, silly! He already had all the puppies in the world! So he wished for more worlds! And those worlds came with more puppies! Yay!
Okay, so you're telling me Aladdin wished additional Earths into existence?
Wouldn't you? Puppies are so cuddly!
I most certainly would not!
And the best part was that all of the extra worlds had extra lamps on them too! So Aladdin went around and got a whole bunch of extra wishes!
Okay, that's actually pretty smart.
And so all the worlds got along in perfect harmony, and everyone was happy, and that's the end!
That's nice and all, but your story didn't really have any, I don't know, conflict?
I know! Wasn't it great? Yay! No conflict! The perfect story!
Yeah, but don't you kind of want stuff to happen in your stories?
I don't understand! Yay!
Like this. Everything was perfect.
Hooray!
Until the Aladdins all met one another. The sky got all dark. They started fighting over who was the real Aladdin. And finally they decided there could be only one.
Oh my!
A massive battle ensued, and when the dust settled, there was only one Aladdin left, and he controlled all of the lamps.
But then he used his third wish.
Oh?
Yeah, Aladdin used his third wish to make the sky bright and to bring all the Aladdins back to life and be friends again. And to get rid of all the extra Earths.
So what was left? Just one Earth filled with Aladdins and puppies?
And monkeys!
Ah, yeah. Who could forget the monkeys?
Hooray! We did it! We told the perfect story!
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but we sure told something. See y'all next story time.